Hi guys, so I just finished watching Shannon Rose's video and it freaking broke my heart. I was crying, I look like crap, I just woke up, because I know exactly how she feels. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link it down below so you can go watch her video. But I just wanted to do a response video to her to let you know that you're not alone. Like, this is real life. I haven't showered, my toddler's in the living room eating breakfast, and I'm praying that she'll stay calm so that I can do this. And this baby has been fussy and crying all day and I'm not sure why. So I just wanted to come on here and reassure you that everything you're going through is completely normal. Nobody like really prepared me for how hard parenting was the first time around. I actually made a video, I think over a year ago now, talking about my breastfeeding journey with my daughter and how tough it was. And I agree with you, there's a lot of conflicting information, but now I know so much more and I've learned so much since nursing my daughter. I nursed my older daughter for 20 months and this baby is currently a month old and we've been exclusively nursing the whole time. So with my first, I thought that you had to like measure how much they were getting if you're breastfeeding. When formula companies first came out, they pushed a lot of myths, kind of like anything else, like your husband will know. Dairy companies and things like that push a lot of myths and misinformation for advertising. Formula companies have done the same thing. I'm not hating on formula itself because it's saved a lot of babies' lives and it's a beautiful thing to exist. However, the root of it, just like most things, is not as beautiful. And so people will think they have to measure out how much breast milk you're getting, but you don't. When it comes to newborns, for the first 2 weeks, they should be cluster feeding. It will drive you crazy. They want to be on the boob 24/7. I was confined to my bed or my chair for the first 2 weeks with both children, wanting to be on the breast literally constantly. And that's normal. Babies nurse for so many different reasons, whether it's for comfort, they may be in pain that you know, they can't tell us, to cool down, to warm up. There's so many reasons why babies nurse. Their saliva tells your body to produce more. Now, I think it's only 3% of women actually don't produce as much, but because of the myths, you will hear, I mean, so many women say, I didn't produce enough, I couldn't breastfeed. And that's not their fault, it's because there's a lot of misinformation, just like with everything else. You know, people will say things like, I have to have meat and dairy for whatever reason. We know that that's not necessarily true, or at least your husband coming from a vegan standpoint knows. So what I wanted to tell you is that the best way to know if you are producing enough milk for your baby is that they're having wet diapers, an adequate amount of wet diapers, and that they're gaining weight. Those are the only two indicators that will tell you if you are making enough breast milk. Their stomachs are so little at this point still that it goes through them really fast and it'll feel like they're constantly hungry. And if you have a baby that's colicky, your baby may just cry a lot, which is really, really tough. This baby cries so much more than my first daughter did, and I felt like I was doing something wrong. Maybe she's not getting enough milk, even though I could feel that I was producing enough. I had the same fears despite all of the knowledge I have, because I think those are natural fears to have, especially with the world. You're being bombarded with so much stuff, so much information. But I know that she's gaining and she's having regular wet diapers, which means that I'm producing enough. As long as your baby is having wet diapers often throughout the day, and breastfed babies can also go days without pooping. As long as she's peeing a lot and she's gaining weight after the first few days, that's the only indication that will tell you if you're producing enough. Also, I just wanted to say that it's really easy to feel completely alone within the first few weeks and first few months and maybe first few years for some women. You know, they always say it takes a village to raise children, and it's completely true. If we look at our ancestors, you know, from like a long time ago, basic humans, they were surrounded by women. After they gave birth, you had your aunts and your mom and your sisters and all the women in your village around you to help you take care of you, help you with your hygiene, help hold the baby. They were there because we're not meant to live so nucleated like we are today. Humans are not meant to live the way we live. And by that I mean so far away from each other and so alone. And so today's women feel so alone and so isolated. they don't have anywhere to go. Like, you made a comment and it literally broke my heart when you said something like, I need to be a big girl, you know, my mom can't be here to help me, I have to figure it out on my own, about your mom leaving. And it hurt my heart because it's normal to want your mom there. It's biologically normal to want your mother to be there for you, to help you with parenting. That's our biological, that's what we know. We learn through our ancestors and our elders and our friends and family. That's how we learn and grow. And so don't ever apologize for wanting that support, and don't feel bad for crying because you may not have it. It's so important to have that. I don't have my mom in my life really, and so parenting has been really lonely sometimes because of that. And I've reached out to my aunt and my grandmother and the women in my family and my life because I need that support, and that's normal and natural. So I know it's so frustrating and it's heartbreaking when we hear our babies cry. We just want to be able to help them, but I promise over time you will learn her cries and it will get better. So I just wanted to put that out there. I hope that this never, you know, I hope at no point in this video did I come off as judgy or mom shaming or anything. I want you to feel supported and to know that you're not alone in the way you feel. It is so emotional and raw and vulnerable when you have your baby. So you're not alone in that. You're never alone. There are tons of moms out here that are going through the exact same thing you are. I'm sorry that I didn't look nice for this video, but this is real life. It's real life. Being a mom is hard. Being a baby is hard. They're still learning. Anyways, I hope that this was some comfort to you, Shannon and Travis. It's hard to be a dad as well. Just hold that space for her, be there for her. Cry when you guys need to cry, vent, be frustrated. It's normal. Here comes my toddler. Good timing. All right, I love you guys. Bye.